Hey guys, Mrs. Tupper here, still talking about Huswifery by Edward Taylor. Be sure to go back to that last video when you work on Anne Bradstreet tomorrow because you're going to be on your own, but the layout's the same, right? So you should have this beautiful paper, Huswifery. Oh, you can see my rhyme scheme. Okay, so where we last left off, you were labeling the rhyme scheme. If you don't remember what a rhyme scheme is, it's when the last word of a line rhymes with the last word of another rhyme. We label it. First rhyme gets an A, second rhyme gets a B, third rhyme gets a C, D, E, F, so on and so on. All right, so let's take a look at those last lines, complete and neat. Those rhyme, they get an A. Me and B gets B. Reel and wheel, C. So you should have A, B, C, C. How'd you do? Okay. All right, twine and fine, D. Quills and mills, E. Choice, paradoice. Oh, it's ugly, but it rhymes, right? F. So D, F. Now, if you got choice and paradoice, then you probably didn't have any trouble with the third stanza. That's where stuff gets a little weird. All right, we've got will and fill, both G's. Easy. Memory and glorify do not rhyme, but they are rhymes. They are I rhymes. They look to the eye like they should rhyme. So those are H and H. Now, because we're using those as I rhymes, they don't rhyme with ye or glory. Even though those rhyme with memory. So let's get I's. So you have GH, I. So you should see the pattern all the way down, right? To what is it? 2 alternating rhymes and then a couplet, right? Okay, good. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I keep looking down at my book, down in my lap here. All right. So this poem talks about spinning, weaving, and tailoring as an extended metaphor or conceit, if you looked at your worksheet, right, that expresses Taylor's deep belief in God. Now, we assume it's Taylor talking about himself. The speaker just says me. The speaker doesn't say who he is. But what Puritan doesn't want to be uber religious, so it's kind of assumed that it's Taylor. All right. Make me, O Lord, thy spinning wheel complete. Make me the whole spinning wheel. Thy holy word my distaff make for me. So the Bible, right, the holy word is the staff on which flax or, what does that say? Flax or wool is wound, right? So make that the base of my life, right? The strength, the structure of my life should be your holy word. Again, fits because the Puritans believe the Bible should guide their lives, right? Make mine affections or emotions, thy swift flyers neat. Okay, look, just part of the spinning wheel. You don't really need to know what it does. But let's just say his emotions are refined, right? And make my soul thy holy spool to be. My conversation make to be thy reel, and reel the yarn thereon spun of thy wheel. Okay, so thy means your. Let's start there. That's a lot. And we could look at a diagram of a spinning wheel and really dissect this and understand how each part's done. But nobody has time for that. Okay, this would have made perfect sense to the Puritans because they spun, right? They did tailoring. They also churned butter. They did things that we don't do as modern people, right? So the big thing you just need to know is that he wants God to put him through a process where he is refined and made better, much in the same way that fabric is made. Makes sense. So, in your handy dandy little box, see about, wrong hand again. Right there, write me a summary. All right, you can pause if you need to. Write a summary. This stanza is about bloop. Okay. Stanza 2. Make me thy loom, then, knit therein this twine, and make thy Holy Spirit, Lord, wind quills. Then weave the web thyself. The yarn is fine. Weave the web thyself, yourself. God is doing the work here, right? I am the loom, right? That's the speaker. I'm the loom. God is working in me, in the speaker, right? Thine ordinances, right? Religious rites. Thy ordinances make my fulling mills. More machines, right, that shrink or thicken cloth. It makes it stronger, right? So the sacraments, the religious rites, the things we give up, the things we do, make us stronger for God, right? That's what he's saying about the Puritans. Then dye the same in heavenly colors choice. My book has DYE. The one we printed from Poetry Foundation just says DY, but it's supposed to be dye. All right, then dye the same in heavenly colors choice, all pinked with varnished flowers of paradise. Okay. So basically, make me into this beautiful, gorgeous, heavenly fabric, right? That's pretty straightforward, right? He's just continuing it. He's talking about wanting to devote himself to God, right? And whatever's produced from him is to be what God intends, right? Make of me, the speaker, what you want God to do with me, the speaker, right? Okay. So for 2, second stanza, we're continuing the metaphor, but then we've added the loom, the metaphor of the loom. So here, let's summarize this, right? The second stanza continues the conceit. It adds the metaphor of the loom in which the speaker wishes to be ... You fill it in. I'll take a moment. Actually, you can just pause, right? And then come back. All right. Stanza 3. Then clothe therewith mine understanding, will, affections, judgments, conscience, memory, my words and actions, that their shine may fill my ways with glory and thee glorify. Ways is spelled correctly. It's just an old spelling, right? And thee just means you. Okay. Then clothe therewith. Clothe with. All right. So he's making this fabric into this beautiful holy robes, this holy clothing that's going to cover his understanding, will, affection, basically everything, every aspect of him, right? That their shine may fill my ways with glory, that he may act in glory, and in only ways that glorify God, right? That's what this process will do to him. This refining by God will allow him to be his best self, right? As far as Puritanism goes. Then mine apparel shall display before ye, you, that I am clothed in holy robes for glory, right? So his words and deeds are going to be clothed in holiness, just like a person putting on a jacket, right? That's what's going to happen. And God will see it. And everyone else who's around him, right? But God will see it. And that's the important part for the Puritans. Okay. So go down to the fill in the blank. I'm going to start another video for that because I'm almost out of time. All right.